Shooters love the P320 from SIG Sauer, but now we've got one a little bit bigger, a little bit more power. Max, what do we got?
This is the P320-XTEN.
X10 for?
10 millimeter.
10 millimeter. It's the cartridge that people just love these days. Now, you didn't just take a P320 and chamber it in 10, you did some things to the gun.
Right, so we had to completely redesign the grip module to fit around that 10 millimeter cartridge. But in doing that, we also took that opportunity to make it a little bit more ergonomically correct in your hand and more traction, because let's face it, when you're running a 10 mil, you're gonna get a little bit more punch in the hand.
Yeah, a little bit more recoil, a little bit more power from that cartridge. What did you guys do to accomplish that?
Well, I think what you're gonna notice is when you hold the pistol, you're gonna feel like you're gonna be able to get a little bit higher into the gun. So the beaver tail area has been kind of taken away. Also underneath the trigger guard, again, allowing you to get more leverage on the pistol itself. And then from a traction standpoint, you're gonna see it right away. The grip panels, as well as the front and back strap, is gonna give you more traction where the gun will slip less in your hand, overall giving you an easier shooting experience with less muzzle flip.
I'm also noticing this is a longer slide, a longer barrel, right?
Yeah, so we went full 5-inch for greater accuracy overall. And you're gonna notice that removable plate there on top. So you can take that off and drop on your Romeo 2 should you wanna use it.
10 mil, it kind of gives you more things that you can do with the gun, including hunting, which means longer shots with a pistol. All right. I mean, at 10, you just want to shoot it at some distance, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, 10 mil, you know, if you want to use it for hunting, you're probably going to be maybe a little further out, and to make that precise shot, you might even want to be in the prone position, so let's go talk about that a little bit.
All right, prone. All right, so show me how you would do pistol shooting in a prone position.
So the whole point of the prone position is to be in that stable platform, right? So I want to make sure that from the pistol to my toes is all in contact with the ground.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I'm mounting the pistol onto the ground as much as possible, and I'm going to take my head and bring it toward my dominant side and bring it as low as I possibly can to get my head behind the dot.
If you could, it'd be nice to have a stump or some little raised part to make this more comfortable.
Exactly, because what you're going to see, Ryan, I think the most common mistake is guys will dig their elbows into the ground and lift the gun up, and this brings its own set of problems.
Yeah, I mean, the gun's just floating there in midair.
It is, and once it starts kind of shooting, it starts kind of bouncing around. It takes a while for it to stabilize on target.
All right, so keeping the gun on the ground, let's take a few shots of the steel. Show me what you do here.
I'm going to keep my head, bring it down toward the gun, keep the gun on the ground.
Yeah, and the gun's pretty stable just sitting there on the ground, keeping that contact.
It brings it back down to target much faster, right?
All right, so we're talking about making precise shots at distance with a pistol. So we've got some fun targets out there. We've got some water jugs set up. Think you can hit them?
We're going to give it a go.
All right. Oh, wow. Yep, that's what a 10 will do. Still has power at distance. All right.
Not an easy shot from the prone position either, but running a pistol at a large distance like this, it does make it challenging, but the red dot, prone position, and that 10 mil gets quite the punch.
So there you go. The SIG Sauer P320-XTEN, 10 millimeter, more power, great for doing longer shots and for hunting.